Have you ever heard of the term wake-up call?
No.
It is an incident where a person of color forgets that they are of color and are reminded rather brutally by an unexpected act of racism.
Oh,
Have you ever
brother.
had any of
Oh,
those?
brother.
I'm just asking. You think you've ever
Well,
had one of
I'm
those?
acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying, you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump, it seems to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part.
Wrong on.
I show this video to Jay Smith so he can help me break this down. How's it going, Jay Smith?
What's up, my brother, and what's up, my peoples? Thank you for tuning in, and remember to subscribe. What you got for me, teacher?
I know you probably got to go. Have you ever heard of the term nigga wake-up call?
No.
It is an incident where a person of color forgets that they are of color and are reminded rather brutally by an unexpected act of racism. Have you ever had any of those?
Oh, brother.
I'm just asking.
Well, I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying, you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump, it seems to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part. How dare this guy come in here and insult you, a black man, and tell you you got to think a certain kind of way? I'm amazed that you weren't mad about that.
I'm not gonna say it upset.
He should have been upset that Joe Biden went into his show and said to him, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now your turn, go.
So you're telling me that you decide when somebody should be upset and when somebody shouldn't be upset? Because I never heard of that. He should have been upset. You sound like a fucking goofball. What you mean he should have been upset? Because you would have been upset. He should have been upset? Like, that's insane. That should sound like you need to be in a straitjacket and some medication. How he should have been upset because you feel that way? I don't understand.
Let me respond. That's a black man reminding Charlemagne, yo, my man, you're black and you're letting white people come to your show and offend you. You should be upset. You're not upset. That's cool. That's you. You're a sellout. But you should have been upset. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, yo, my man.
He should have been upset.
Yes, he should have been upset. Yo, my man, Jay, if somebody comes up to you, a white man, and disrespect you, I'm gonna say, yo, Jay, I know you're not gonna take that. I know you're gonna say something about it. I hope you do. And if you don't, my man, you got some shit to think about. That's all you. So that's all he's doing.
Listen, I know you look, I know that you put together your big argument, but at the end of the day, nobody needs to be upset for the reasons that you're upset. I promise you, there are things that upset people that don't bother you in the least. And that's perfectly normal, buddy. Okay? People don't need to be upset for the same reasons you're upset. Learn that. It's psychopathic when you want to control how somebody else should feel. The world does not work that way, my friend. I'm sorry. I understand. Listen. I understand that they want to control a woman's body. They want to control how people think. They want to control who's mad. But the world doesn't work that way, Noel. I'm sorry.
All right. So at the end of the day, verbal on life, we have a voice. We have a voice that some others don't. So that means that somebody should make a point and speak their views onto the world in support of something.
Of course, but I don't see why somebody needs to be upset because you're upset, because you think he should be upset. No, in my opinion, people should be upset when it bothers them. So if somebody's opinion of me doesn't bother me, because to me that's their problem, I don't care if you think I need to be bothered. Gonna say you need to be bothered. That should sound goofy as fuck, man. Make a different argument.
Right. So I'm gonna say this much. Those of us who have a voice, we have a channel, we have a voice. Charlemagne has a channel, Charlemagne has a voice. Whenever he does something publicly, and let's say a white man was to go into his show and slap him in the face, yeah, he shouldn't be upset. He just got slapped in the face. That's cool. But because I'm a fan, because I watched the show, it bothers me that a white man walked into his office where he works, where he being pro-black, and slap him in the face. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have a point of view. I'm gonna say, ooh, that was a solid hit. I hope he's offended by it because I am. Because if you walk into my office, if a black man were to walk into your office and punch you in the face, and you're just sitting there and laughing like, you're funny, that's all I'm saying, and that's why I have an opinion. But go ahead.
So I want to start off by expressing to the viewer that I have no idea how my colleague connected what somebody said that he says should enrage Charlemagne, those words, to assault. He literally is suggesting that assault and words is the same thing. In what world outside of a kooky Republican does that even make sense? Because nobody's assaulted. We know Charlemagne was not assaulted by anybody. So why is he bringing in assault? I have no idea. Maybe he can clarify that shit for me because nobody been assaulted. So why he's trying to mix assault in this situation where nobody was assaulted? Well, teacher, please enlighten me and the viewers because I don't fucking know.
So let's clarify that. Okay, to me, having somebody walking in there and verbally assaulting him, I'm trying to.
But you said smack.
Let me finish. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking. To me, I'm equating somebody walking in there and verbally assaulting him. I'm equating it to physical assault. So yes, my bad. He was not physically assaulted, but in my mind is the equivalent. Verbally assaulting somebody to me is the equivalent. But no, he was not assaulted physically by a white man. He was assaulted verbally, and he didn't receive it as an assault. But I did. Why? Because I'm a viewer. I'm just a viewer.
You did. Exactly. You did. He doesn't need to be upset because how you received it. That's what you need to get out of your head. That's the problem. You always focus on how other people need to feel, how other people need to act, and what other people need to do. How about it upset you and mind your fucking business about how other people feel? Stop controlling how other people feel, buddy. Stop.
Hey.
Yo, y'all ridiculous.
So, again, we're just being verbal on life. In my opinion, he should have been upset. Solomon the God.
He should have been upset.
I'm just saying, but you are black, and to have a white guy come in here and tell you have to say think a certain kind of way, otherwise you quote ain't black. Wow.
How should I have replied to him, you think?
What I just now said. How dare you insult me and tell me I think as a human being, let alone as a black person? I don't tell you how to think, Joe Biden. How dare you come in here and tell me how I should think? I'm going to vote for Donald Trump if I want to vote for Donald Trump. And if I want to vote for Donald Trump, it does not make me not black. 20% of black people, black men, as I said, voted for Donald Trump in 2020. Are they not black now? So only 80% of black men walking around are really black, 20% are not because they voted for Donald Trump. How insulting is that? How condescending is that?
Just dropping truth.
Verbal on
At
life.
what point does he stand up for himself?